What is up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Trucking and Transportation Wannabe, and I just came at you with a video talking about how bad the drive was from basically Oakland to Portland. But listen, we got another load after that going from basically Portland to Ohio, and my segment of that trip was going through the same mountains, but this time rather than being on I-5, we got off into some off-brand fucking forestry shit. This was I don't even remember what highway it was, but we were, or let me say I was, because his ass was napping at the time, but this was some highway that went all through the forest and all that stuff and dropped you off down in Reno. And if I thought the drive before this was bad, this was even 10 times worse. We're talking about 2-lane highway, no shoulder, dark as fuck. Excuse me for the cussing, but that was a badass drive. I mean, the hills were even worse than the hills on the main highway. Listen, that wore me out. And then some fog hit me about 5 hours into the drive, so I had to pull over, took a nap for about 3 hours, tried to summon up the courage to get my ass back out there, but yeah, that was even worse. So, the good thing about them trips that are bad kind of makes all these other ones seem a lot simpler. So I remember similar thing happened to me when I first got driving, going out to Pennsylvania. Those mountains wore me out the first time I went through those, and now those are a piece of cake. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to take that forest road again. I wish I could remember what road it was, but if I get a load and I'm solo again on something like that, I will not take that at night. I'll wait till the daylight comes around and rock that out in the daytime, because that was, I don't want to sound like, no bitch or nothing like that. And I'm not saying bitches and females, but it's a figure of speech. I don't want to sound like a bitch, but, I was a little, in my feelings, feeling a little sensitive about that ride right there. Still going to do that drive about my 2 trainers. Like I said, definite difference between my 2 trainers. This trainer right here, he's a runner and a gunner. Sometimes he'll lie. He'll say, we're going to take a 34-hour reset. And then, a load will come over that's too good. And then we just keep driving. I was telling him about how you be lying about taking 34-hour resets. And then just keep driving. Shit.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, listen, there ain't nothing wrong with a young brother out there trying to get his grind on, I'm not trying to stand between him and his money, if you know what I mean. I'm all about, younger people being prosperous in this world. He's exactly half my age, so I'm trying to see him come up on all that money and everything. Anyway, so I will be putting that video out, and then, I was thinking about doing a video on the best time to attend CDL training, and the only training I know is with Prime, so the best months to kind of do that, because I do think that there's a difference between, what month you actually attend training and actually get out with your trainer, those kind of things. So I'll be doing a video on that, but we are on our way with some Harry and Davids for all you people that like to buy overpriced fruits, and, well, I guess they're just fruits from what I've seen. My old manager at the mortgage company used to send that out on holidays and birthdays and things like that. So I'm familiar with it, but we're delivering some of that right now. And after that, we should be on the home stretch to get me home. because I know that my trainer's on the way home to get himself a new car, so he says. Now, if he's gonna be buying a new car the way he takes 34-hour resets, then it may be a few more months for that to happen, but we're gonna hope the best for him. Anyway, no hippie trucking and transportation want to be out. I'll check you guys out in a little bit.